Hey, bike friend, my name is JC with Rad Wheeling. Today, we're taking a look at the Engwe Pro 2.0. This is an outdoor all-terrain 20-inch, 4-inch fat tire e-bike that folds. The way that you fold it, it's got a hinge here. You flip this lever down, the handlebars fold, and you could fold the bike up, and it'll fit in the back of your SUV or in the back of your truck. Now, this e-bike right here has a 1200 watt peak, very powerful electric motor, and it also has a torque sensor for pedaling. Now, I like torque sensors better than cadence sensors. They always operate a lot smoother when you're pedaling, and they're a lot safer than your cadence sensor. Yeah, a torque sensor, the way that operates is the more pressure you put on the pedals, the more electric power is delivered to the pedals, and it just makes for a very smooth ride, a lot like a traditional riding your traditional bike without an electric motor. Now, I've been riding this bike around for a few days now, about 3 days now. I've been riding around off and on, and I really like this one, guys. What I like about it is when you just hit the throttle only, right? You've got a lot of zippy power to help get you out of the way. I mean, if you need to hit that throttle and get out of the way of something real quick, this bike is zippy when you hit that throttle. So just know that for safety reasons. And yeah, the other thing that I really like about this bike is what I already said. I like the torque sensor. Now, this bike has rear suspension on it, and it also has front suspension. And we're going to hop on this bike. We're going to take it for a ride all terrain today. We're going to probably head out on the beach, ride it around in the beach sand, and it's a beautiful Southwest Florida day. So another great feature of this e-bike is your brakes are hydraulic disc brakes in the front and in the rear. The bike comes equipped with your fenders, and it also comes equipped with the back rack. You got a nice cushy seat here. Some of these e-bikes that you get don't have comfortable seats. This one has a very nice comfortable seat. Your headlight is wired in to a switch on the handlebars, and also your tail light is wired in so that whenever you hit the brakes, we'll turn this on. Let's see. Yeah, see? Whenever you hit the brakes, your tail light comes on. Also, I want you to notice that you have a really nice colorful display up here. You can see this great during the daylight. Very simple operation. One of the things I like about this, another thing I like about this e-bike is that I didn't have to download an app and register and all that stuff in order to get the e-bike to work. Once I got it assembled, all I had to do was push the start button, which is located right under here. You push the start button, and this is your pedal assist modes right here. It has 5 different levels of pedal assist. Very simple operation once you get it assembled. Now, the assembly process of this bike, it was a little bit intensive. I had to put a few more pieces on here than what I would normally have to put on other e-bikes that I've put together. But, you know, once I got it all finished, it is an awesome riding and looking e-bike, and it serves a great purpose by being able to be foldable, and also it's advertised as an outdoor all-terrain type bike. It's got that powerful 1200 watt peak motor, and pushes this e-bike really well up this hills. You're going to see that. We'll take it out. We're going to do some hill testing on this today, and yeah, it's going to be a long video, but I'm really going to go through a lot of different things on this bike. We're going to test on how the brakes work. I'm going to show the acceleration. We're going to go up hills. I'm going to take it out to the beach, ride it in the beach sand. Yeah, we're just going to show you how well this bike performs in the all-terrain. Now, this is your throttle right here. You've got 8 gears on a Shimano shifter, which that's really interesting. Most of the e-bikes that I have had only had 7 gears on their Shimano shifter. So I'm wondering if they have like a larger sprocket here than what some of the other e-bikes have or something. But yeah, having those 8 gears, I generally, when I'm riding e-bikes, guys, 99% of the time I have it in like gear 7, you know, on the 7 speeds. This one I keep it in gear 8, unless I get into areas where like there's thick soft sand and stuff. I'll gear down to like maybe gear 3 on an e-bike. It'll help me get through it. So I like this that it has the torque sensor. I think it's going to perform well in the beach sand. So Good looking bike, you guys. Yep, I like it a lot. So let's hop on this thing and let's take it for a ride. Oh, you know what? I want to just get on it and give you a third person perspective of the size of the bike. Okay, I am 5'6" tall. Now, obviously, all these bikes have adjustments, right? You can, I mean, if you're really tall, you can adjust the seat up, and also this lever right here, you just flip that lever over. You can actually raise these handlebars up a lot higher than what they are. So, but I'm 5'6" tall. I just want to get on the bike and give you a perspective of what the size of this bike is. Pretty good size for a folding e-bike, definitely. Okay, like I said, guys, I'm 5'6" tall. Right now I have the seat adjusted all the way in the down position. Flip the kickstand. You can see there, I'm sitting on the seat is all the way in the down position, and my toes, I'm actually kind of up on my tippy toes, but I'm not struggling like way up on my tippy toes, right? I can't quite get flat-footed. My legs just aren't quite long enough. But yeah, that's about the size for a 5'6" guy. So I don't know what they advertise on the website. Maybe they have it on the app. It shows what a lot of times they'll advertise, you know, what the height range of the user, what the bike fits for height range on the user. So, all right, we're gonna take this thing for a ride, and why don't I just go ahead and let this camera roll, and I'll ride by, and you guys can actually get an idea of, you know, what it looks like when I'm riding it too. So, all right, we're gonna put it in pedal assist mode number 1 so we get some power. Let's go. So you can see there, I got a really sharp turning radius. That's the way these 20-inch, 4-inch fat tire e-bikes are. You can really get nice sharp turns. Also, these brakes, the hydraulic brakes, are always quieter, they're smoother, and they have better stopping power than your manual brakes. So yeah, you always want to try and get hydraulic brakes with an e-bike, definitely. I'm just riding right now. I'm just in pedal assist 1. I've got it in gear number 7. I'm just kind of riding through the grass here. It's taken a little effort for me to push down on the pedals, so I could change that just by changing the gears on the bike. Now I just dropped it down to gear number 4. It's a lot easier to pedal. I feel the electric motor assisting me as I'm pedaling. I got a little hill that I'm going to go up here. Let's see how well it gets me up the hill in pedal assist 1. Yeah, very helpful. All right, guys, I'm just going to do a brake test real quick and show you how well these brakes work. 15 miles an hour, 17, 18, 20 miles an hour. There. Now, in the beginning, I didn't lock them up. I just kind of gradually started slowing down, and then I locked down on them good. But you got great stopping power with these hydraulic disc brakes on here. And because it's an all-terrain bike, you have no problem at all just going up in the grass at any time, or going up a hill. You know, if you need to turn around, go in the grass, go up a hill or whatever. And all right, so I want to check the acceleration on this bike. I've got a nice straightaway here. I'm going to say it's probably, there's a little shade spot up there. I'm going to say from here to there, it's probably close to 100 yards, about a football field. So I'm just going to do throttle only. We're just going to hit it, and we're going to go, and let's see how long it takes to hit like 20 miles an hour. That's as fast as it's going to go, throttle only. So, all right, so you'll notice as I start out here, you can probably see here with the trees, as I start out, it's not going to be a super fast burst of power. It's going to kind of be gradual, and then it really picks up speed. So, all right, 1, 2, 3, go. $17, $18, $19, $20, yeah. Woo, I hit 20 miles an hour, so my shade spot is right there. I'm going to say that was probably about 80 yards, and it hit 20 miles an hour. So, but yeah, a nice gradual start as it picks up speed. All right, let's spin it around. Now let's do this with let's do it with pedaling, okay? So I am in pedal assist. Let's put it in pedal assist mode 5, and let's just start out from a dead stop. And here we're just gonna run like, you know, 100 yards again. Let's see how long it takes me to hit 20 miles an hour. Go. A little harder. I'm starting out in 8th gear. Woo! Locking up those brakes, baby. Literally, guys, I just hit 20 miles an hour in about probably 30 yards. That was very fast that I hit 20 miles an hour with the pedal assist power. A lot quicker than just throttle only. So I'm riding in the grass here. A little bumpy, you can probably tell by the camera, but I'm feeling that rear suspension working back there. I wouldn't say that it's like a perfectly smooth ride, but it's definitely a lot different than not having the rear suspension on an e-bike whenever you're riding in the grass like that. For sure. I'm gonna hop off of here. Yeah, I know. All right. This is one of the parks we have in this city. I like coming over here and riding the e-bike. It's got a really big hill over here. So I'm gonna take the e-bike over here by this hill, let you guys get a look at it. This is probably a 30-degree incline. On the other side, it's about a 45-degree. But we'll get up some speed. First, we'll do it with throttle only. We'll see what this 1200 watt peak motor will do going up this hill. All right, we're doing 16 miles an hour, throttle only. Look at that. Pushed it right up the hill. It went from about 16 miles an hour to about 10 miles an hour with throttle only, but it kept pushing up the hill with no problem. So I'm gonna spin around and go up the other side. We'll do it with pedal assist. I love going down these hills too. Whoa, really super steep right here. It's the fun of riding an e-bike. But I'm gonna get up speed here in pedal assist 5. 15 miles an hour, 16. So that wasn't too bad with pedal assist 5 going up that hill. I hit it at about 16 miles an hour. It held pretty steady. It bogged down to about 11 miles an hour by the time I got to the top, but I felt the electric power just continually giving that power as I was putting more pressure on the pedals. So you're going to be able to, how do I say this? You're going to be able to ride up hills using your pedals better than what you will with just like straight throttle, right? All right, guys, I'm just going to ride around on this hill a little bit, record some footage so you can see the performance of the e-bike. Like, work so hard. It's burning up more electric power. So much fun to ride. I was coming down that hill about 20 miles an hour. I hit the brakes right here. I literally skidded like all the way up here. They just locked up. Woo! Wow. I've never gone in a parking garage on an e-bike, but I'm going up a super steep incline right now. That's a lot steeper incline than the hill that I just went up. So I didn't tell you guys, this bike gets 68 miles distance on one battery charge is what the company advertises. So that's always an average, right? Oh, here we go, another super steep hill. Oh dude, this thing just like, this torque sensor is amazing. It just pushed me up that parking garage hill, boom, no problem at all. I went all the way to the top. I don't know how many levels they had, but there were a bunch. This one right here is a really sharp incline. I don't know if you can tell, but look at how steep that incline is. The e-bike just pushed right up there with no problem. Yeah, this one's really steep. Something I really want to point out here, I've ridden a lot of different e-bikes, and all of the e-bikes, they all ride differently, and whether they have a cadence sensor or a torque sensor, if you mess around with the settings and the gear that you're in, the pedal assist mode that you're in, and all of that, it doesn't matter what e-bike you're on, you will find a setting that you feel like you're getting good exercise with, right? But I am going to say that this e-bike with the torque sensor, I always say that torque sensors are so much better for exercise because they ride like a traditional bicycle, and you don't get that additional burst of electric power unless you press down really hard on the pedals. So right now I'm in pedal assist 3, gear 8. I'm just gradually pedaling along, but I feel resistance in the pedals. So yeah, this is a good bike for exercise, definitely. And what really makes this bike awesome is it's versatile because it's all terrain. You know, I can ride up in the grass and back in the woods, and you're going to see when I get out on the beach, it's going to perform well on the beach as well. Whenever I take these e-bikes out on the beach, I always like to bring them in here. There's a hose in this park. I like to rinse all the salty sand off of them. Also, when I'm doing an e-bike review, it gives it the water test. You guys can see that you can get these wet and they still operate fine, right? But it's just important to get that salty sand off of there. It's just like if you have a fishing rod and you go saltwater fishing with it, you always want to rinse it off good whenever you're finished. I will say there's one thing that kind of concerns me about this bike, and that is the placement of the battery charger and the cover. It's actually drilled like right on the corner of a 90-degree angle. So I don't know how well that actually seals from water getting inside there. Literally, that's the only concern I've had about this e-bike. Other than that, I absolutely love it. All right, let me give you some of my final thoughts on the Engwe Pro 2.0. I like this e-bike a lot, and the reason I do is that torque sensor for pedaling with that 1200 watt peak motor is so powerful and smooth going up inclines and just riding through the woods, riding on the street. It just didn't matter. That torque sensor pedal assist was just performing outstanding compared to some other e-bikes that I have ridden, you guys. 28 miles per hour with pedal assist was easy to reach with some of these bikes that have torque sensors with and you got to reach 28 miles per hour, you have to work really hard. Not with this one. This one really delivered great electric power while I was pedaling to get me up to 28 miles an hour pretty fast. I'm getting a smooth ride with that extra suspension in the rear. Yeah, overall, guys, I really like this e-bike. It's running great out on the beach, all through the back trails, on the street, no matter what. It was a comfortable ride. I enjoyed the ride. I probably rode it 20 miles already this morning. So yeah, this bike is going to be linked in the description area along with the discount code. Head over to Engwe and yeah, get you an e-bike. All right, guys, thumbs up are appreciated. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Everybody get out there and get happy, man. Life is fun. Live it. See ya.